turn on my sweet music here.
Yo.
Hold on a second.
Yo, I can't hear you.
Hold on a second.
Just click event. Start broadcast.
Welcome to the webinar. I don't know who is on here watching, but my name's Luke. I'm out here in my garage to do this so I can get some quiet. I have some family friends over and stuff, so I threw the computer in the garage for a bit. But yeah, we're gonna give this like another minute, and then we're gonna get started. So appreciate it. Yes, maybe I could just tell stories until we start here, but we'll give it another 30 seconds or so. I'm gonna queue up the slideshow, the presentation, and then we'll get started. And I'll start sharing my screen here. One moment. All right, do try it again. All right, guys. I hope you can hear me. I don't know if I'm talking to myself here, but I'm very excited about this. You know, we're just a couple of minutes past the hour here. Definitely want to get into this and talk with you guys about, you know, a way where you can create some income here and, you know, what it's done for me. My name's Luke Wilborn. I'm out here in San Diego, sunny San Diego. Here we go. Sunny San Diego. I was introduced to this business by some friends of mine. It was a concept that changed my whole scenario. You know, it's like, you know, before I saw this industry, I didn't make the money I made because I wanted to. I made it because I didn't know how to make more, or else I would have been doing it. I didn't do the things I was doing because I enjoyed them. I did them because I thought at the time that's all I could do. So, but once your mind has been expanded to a new concept or new idea and you believe in it, it's hard to retract. You know, I have a 2-year-old daughter. She's not going to one day take off her training wheels to put them back on her bicycle. You know, once we go there, why would you ever go back? So this is kind of a concept that I've found that I've loved. That's helped me put food on the table for my family, buy a house, you know, do the thing and be that kind of financial, you know, a rock for my family. And it's just changed my whole situation, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. You know, what's your dream? You know, when I was 20 years old, I saw this industry, and it was the dream I had to have basically almost on paper exactly what this business offers, which is the time availability that comes later down the road. I wanted to have, you know, obviously the big income. I mean, who doesn't want to have an income, an income worth bragging about? Excuse me, an income worth bragging about. Or you know, something that would impress any CPA or somebody. You know, it's just, it feels good to know that you're living at your potential, right? So what's the dream? And money is just a tool. What are you going to do with that? For most people, it's going to increase their standard of living. You look through real quickly. We're not on here to spread negativity or anything, but look at today's issues. I think it's important not to dwell too much on the negativity, but to realize it's there. A lot of people don't want to talk about it at all, which is kind of not going to change much. You look at this picture. You got obesity. You got America weighing in at the heavyweights. Us in Mexico going back and forth with obesity, the number one in the world. We got student loans, the cost of just being a millennial and surviving. I'm feeling that heat right now. You got that lady, doesn't look very happy right there in the top right. She's got a lot of paper, overwork, underpaid. I would say that picture, it looks like to me that she's getting just worked to death. A lot of hours. You got money issues. In that bottom right picture of the two parents, that would kind of represent being maybe successful, but not having time for your family. And I think that's a fear, or maybe that happened to you as a kid, and we don't want to repeat that as we grow up. And you got to be careful, because the tendency is to repeat what's been done to us and so forth. So you want to get into something that, can help fight the obesity problem, help people out, help out the economy situation. Look at all these millennials that can't find work and find something where they actually feel like they're being valued. It's ridiculous. And we don't know everything about everything. I'm not on here telling you guys what to invest in the stock market and all this stuff, but I am telling you a better way where you can get involved with something that's really special. I mean, look at some of the people that agree with me, or I agree with them, I guess you could say, because they make more money and they probably said it first. But, obviously Warren Buffett, I don't think I need to explain who that is. Loves network marketing. He's actually part owner of some companies. You got Bill Gates up there. You got Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he's actually sold more financial books than any other person ever. And his book is currently, I think, still on the New York Times bestseller list. So pretty ridiculous. And obviously Donald Trump, which he's all over the place right now. Whether you agree with his politics or not, you got to, I think, it's up to you. But most people still are aware that the man is a financial kind of person. Obviously, he's a billionaire and a lot of hotels, whatnot. So the guy knows money, right? And he agrees that network marketing can be a great way to start from the bottom, get to the top without that huge upscale or upsetting risk at the beginning. You look at the numbers here. They say numbers don't lie. Well, let's check this out. NFL, man, what a game we had the other night with the Cardinals in Green Bay, right? So that industry does just under $10 billion a year. You guys can read as fast as I can talk here. But look at that in the middle, $167 billion worldwide in this weird industry that no one's ever really heard of. And it's kind of like, if you know about it, you know about it kind of deal, called network marketing. Network marketing is where companies have a product and they have boots on the ground. They have actual relationships telling relationships. They have friends telling friends, moms telling their sisters or whatever. Their moms telling their kids what to drink as they get older. And it's called relationships. Think about it. Maybe the shirt you're wearing, or how about this? The car you're driving, maybe that was influenced. You wanted that certain car because a friend of yours owned it, or your uncle used to have one when you were a kid, that muscle car that you just dream about sometimes, or you'd really like to get. You like it because of programming, of relationships. It's so subtle. It's ridiculous why we like the things we like. And it's hard to trace it back sometimes. But I'm telling you, my point in saying all that is, it's about relationships. Somebody probably had it or recommended it. And often we will always trust a friend or a known, well-known acquaintance over a random commercial. And that's the struggle right now with all the noise in the advertising industry about, different products. How do you get it to stick? Well, you want that word of mouth buzz. So network marketing, the company we're about to tell you about, is exactly that. We're taking products we're not advertising traditionally, and we're giving them to the hands of people and letting the people, the network of people, grow the brand, grow the product, and bring what we call sales volume. And that, in direct correlation, gets you paid. So it's pretty remarkable. So the company I was just talking about is called Zango. Zango is actually a mix here, and you're going to see this on our upcoming slides. And it's representing the mixture. The name Zango stands for mangosteen, which is a fruit from Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines. It's an Eastern philosophy, boosting in what they call xanthones. So that's where you get the name. Xanthones and mangosteen is how Zango is created. A little history lesson for you there. But, everything great started as a dream, and so did Zango. Total wellness, grand ambitions, and the perfect opportunity. So here we go. We got the founders here. We got Aaron, Joe, Gordon, Gary, Kent, Beverly. I've met 5 out of the 6. Amazing, very friendly people, very consistent. In life, I appreciate consistent character in a company and people even more, right? Oh my gosh. Isn't it nice? Maybe you have like 1 or 2 friends that are just like your boys, or like those are your people. And why is that? I would say they're consistent in their message and the way they talk and their character. And I love these people because, as we were looking for companies, as I was looking for a company, Zango really stood out because of the products, yeah, but mostly because of the founders. I really fell in love with the concept of having grounded founders. You can't change them. They're not going to go anywhere. And if you're going into business, if you had $500,000 on the line, you would want to go into business with people that do what they say they're going to do. They're not a pain in the butt, so to speak. So I just appreciate them so much. And you guys, Zango, they founded Zango in 2002, and they're out of Utah. So here's a little fruit I was talking about. I've said mangosteen probably 1,000 times, and everyone goes, "Oh, I love mango." Well, it's not mango, even though it shares a name, which is a bit confusing. But it's called mangosteen. So like I was saying, Southeast Asian fruit, and they're talking about how this fruit, the track record has gone back as early as 600 AD. And, it's really tasteful, and it's support of good health. And more in particular, it's called antioxidants, anti-inflammatory. It's really going to fight a lot of inflammation and things. And that fruit, going back to it, if you look at the red part, that's the nutrients. The middle is sweet, but the outside is very hard, and you're not going to sit there and eat it. So Zango blends it up in their magical blenders. I don't know what kind of blenders they have, but anyway, it tastes unreal good. It's in a bottle, and it's fire, guys. It's really good, and it really helps. And when I first heard about it, I was pretty skeptical. But as we got people in the products, and they were sipping down this stuff, and they were getting, no health claims here, but just less inflammation in their body, even diabetes, things like that. It was pretty remarkable what the product was doing. So you look at Zango. So in the beginning, back in the history of Zango, when they first started, they had 1 product on the top left, the Zango bottles. Okay, there's 2 variations of that. I don't have time to get into every single thing. I mean, I have the time maybe. I don't know if you want to sit here for 3 hours, but as you can tell, Zango has a lot of products. So here's the gist of it. Zango, in the beginning, there was Zango, just the juice. And then this is not in timely order, but as the products were sitting and people, it's kind of like this. As the belief was built with the main product, that kind of gives Zango the chance to open up different dimensions of the product brand. So there you go. You have Zalo, which is like probably my favorite, right there in the red box, the purple box, the orange box. So Ignite, Limitless, Reload. You're talking natural caffeine sources. You got BCAAs in the white product called Reload, glutamine, 5 grams of protein. That is the best pick-me-up, guys. It's so good, and it has natural ingredients, beetroot in it, GABA, which blew my mind. I didn't even know what that was. But, just natural sources, and it tastes phenomenal. Did I tell you it tastes phenomenal? It tastes really good. And there's no shakiness. It's smooth. There's no crash on that. I really like that product, if you can't tell. Junie, you got your hair salon style products. You got your Precise men's line of vitamins. You got omega-3s. You got Rest and Renew. Awesome stuff. Down at the bottom left, you got Eris. Oh my gosh, I could spend an hour on this product alone. Eris is kind of a new segment to Zango, and a new segment to the network marketing world. And it's kind of like that topical skincare / internal, rejuvenation or replenishing. So collagen, to give you a little lesson here, collagen, you guys, is like the rebar to our skin. As rebar is to concrete, collagen is the strengthening or the resistance for our skin to start sagging and stuff. And that's what collagen does to our skin. So rebar to the concrete, it's like the structural integrity collagen is to our skin. So Eris, you drink it, you rub it on your face. Oh my gosh. And I'm telling you guys right now, you're not going to believe it until you see it. But there's a little funny little tube down there at the bottom. Looks like, for the fellas, I don't know, super glue or something. It's like a small little paste, and you put on people's eyes, around their eyes, their bags, and their crow's feet. And I'm telling you, within a couple minutes, their skin is like tightened, and they look incredibly different. So it's a pretty remarkable product. I'm so excited for that to really take ground and start putting the numbers on the board. It's only been out for about 90 days or maybe 4 months. So next product over is Elavive. This is a little funny product that it's like one of those products you didn't know you needed until you tried it. You didn't even know it existed. That little product just supports like a balanced kind of mood. It's a strange category. It's like, how do you even bring that up? You just kind of give it to people and they feel great. Next one over is Faveo. You got proteins, fibers, the tall pill-looking bottle. That's metabolic. I take those every day. I've lost some weight on it. I have been working out too, but I believe it's been aiding in my weight loss. So pretty incredible stuff. I think I'm becoming quite the fan of that. Next one over is Glimpse. You got your skincare, makeup and lotion, and my wife loves this stuff. And you got your pericarp. So the little vials on the bottom right, that is like the purest form of the mangosteen skin, the pericarp you can get. Pretty remarkable stuff, and it's good for acne and moisturizing the skin. And this is stuff, I'm not going to bore you guys, depending on your personality, but these are little graphs and talking about C-reactive protein, which is what helps the inflammation in the body. Pretty important stuff. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be a doctor, but Zango juice really supports a lot of areas in the body. And if you go on PubMed, I think it's .com or maybe .org or something, and just go on Google and type in mangosteen and get past all the companies, get past Zango and all that. And really, if you want to read about it, there are thousands of pages of research on the mangosteen fruit. And so it's really stirring up the health community. Pretty interesting. And here's those products I was talking about: the Ignite, the Zalo, the Reload. The Ageless is reducing the the cellular aging inside the body. It's a powder. It tastes pretty good. I like mixing it with the Reload myself. And we have little Zalo bars with 10 grams of protein. Here's a Precise. Here's an Elavive. Here we go, Elavive. Let's just focus on that in the top right. Enhancing mood and sense of well-being, restores concentration. I think the best thing about it is it improves coping abilities while stressed. You know what? Bring it on, man. I think we all have stress in our life, right? If you don't, you're in a box in the closet or something. But you probably be stressed about that, about getting out in the sunlight. But my point is, we all have stress. It's about managing it. I don't turn completely to Elavive, but yes, it does help. I really enjoy it. Faveo, fiber, there's those pills, metabolic pills, body cleanse. If you're looking to go on a cleanse, there you go. There's the cleanse. We got protein, chocolate, vanilla. Tastes phenomenal, really, really good. I mix it with raw oats, peanut butter, and milk or water. I'm out the door. I put a little half banana in there. It's amazing. Tastes really good. So here's a little Faveo challenge for you. I don't know if you knew you were going to get challenged. Regardless of when you get into this webinar or when you watch this, we're going to actually record this. The point is you want to start a challenge. You want to challenge yourself. I think everybody, if you don't, we want to see pictures of you to prove it. No, I'm just kidding. But the point is, I think we all have a little weight we can shed. I don't know if you want to do that, but you know what, guys? If you're interested in money, awesome. So am I. So was I in the beginning. If you're interested in really being a life successful person, I think it's healthy to be healthy. I think it's good to be a product of the product. I think it's good to push yourself, and you don't want to bite off more than you can chew as far as you start picking up the gym and doing your Zango business. But the point is, hey, what if you lost 5 or 10 pounds? Would that help you create a better story for your business? I would say 110% yes. So, and statistically, when you do something as a group, you're going to have way higher odds of getting it done. When you announce it with 2 or 3 friends that you're looking lose or add 10 pounds to that frame of yours, I think that's a huge deal. And people are going to want to be a part of that. People always want to be a part of a movement or something that's awesome or something that's had an impact on your life. So I highly recommend that. Here's a Junie line I was talking to you about. I'm talking, I don't know if you guys, fellas, ladies, you already know. Fellas, if you ever try, I'm not big on lotions, but shampoo, yeah, man. I like a good shampoo, a good conditioner. Why not? I like going and getting massages in Vegas when I'm there. I got that high-end salon style products. It's really, really good. Why not? Why not put that in your house? Why not get away from the Kirkland signature line or whatever, and get up on something that's a little better. Here's the Eris product. Look at those before and after pictures. I'm telling you guys, I'm 28. I don't have like huge wrinkles or anything, but I got a couple little fine lines. I put it on, it helped. And I put on my mom. I've been to some events now where people have been sampling. I've seen pictures from people all over the world. You don't have to be American for this to work. Everyone works because everyone's got skin, right? And you put it on there and it's pretty remarkable, you guys. And I'm telling you right now, if you're in the business of being in business with these products, put it on someone's face and watch their eyes light up as the product starts to work for them. Pretty cool. So nothing beats free. What does this mean? Well, I think we all agree that free is pretty rad. And what this means is that if you're ordering 2 bottles a month, or let's just say 4 bottles, if you look at the little equal sign, there's 4 bottles. 4 bottles is a month's supply of Zango. So if you're ordering 4 bottles, or what we say 1 case, and you get 3 people to do the same, Zango is going to send you a free box. Whatever you have put 3 people on, you're going to get 1 for free. So that's pretty cool. It's a great way to earn product. You're going to see a lot of companies doing this. If you haven't seen it already, hey, refer 2 or 3 friends, and we're going to knock off this X amount off your bill. Refer these 3 friends, you're going to get a free tanning session or whatever it is. Companies love referrals, and Zango has beat them to it. We've been around since 2002. The plan. Oh, boy. Who's ready for this? So check this out. I wanted to go through the products because they matter. However, I have a feeling you probably are on here to be a part of the business, if not half and half, if not 60-40, if not 90-10. It depends on your need and your hunger for change in that area in your life called finances. Our plan is generous. I would say that's totally true. Obviously, I'm a fan of the plan because I'm on here doing a webinar. So check this out. When you refer somebody or someone, so say you refer me, and I'm excited, and I refer my friend Joe and my friend Fred and Joe. Those guys go out and they start doing the same thing you were doing, which is talk to people and tell them about this amazing company, amazing plan. You're going to see Zango pay out around 50% of that volume. Not around, excuse me. We pay 50%. So when the company is doing $100 million or $1 billion, just go with $1 billion. It just sounds amazing. $1 billion in sales. Oh my gosh, right? That means that the company kept $500 million for, commissions to the employees. They're huge building out in Utah, all the logistical stuff. Obviously the owners are making money. And then 50% as a true partner, their plan has generated more than 100 people that have made $1 million through the plan in under 12 years. That is incredible. And hundreds of thousands of others enjoying multiple streams of income with weekly and monthly checks. So the plan is global. We're open in 40 plus markets. Our plan is rewarding. There's trips. I think we have about 30 people that have won this trip. Not won it, they earned it. They earned this trip, and everyone's going to Cancun. I was going to go, but I pushed it back. I'm going in August because I can't go in February. But you look at all this fun stuff, lifestyle car bonuses, and it's all about guys sharing the plan, sharing the opportunity. They say a business that only makes money is a poor business. Kind of a good play on words there. And it's true. Zango, I am so proud. I wasn't around for this. I wasn't involved back when these pictures were taken, but I'm proud now to be representing a company that has done these things. Not because someone made them. You don't have to do this. They came up with this on their own, and they've they've donated. People have bought over 6 million meals. And this is like a porridge mix. So apparently when When people are ultra deficient on nutrients, they can't just go have a steak or a hamburger. They have to kind of ease back into the eating realm, right? It's sad to even say that, ease back into eating. Oh my gosh. But the porridge mix has the vitamins and things in it that they need, where their body can get back on that, and it gives them nutrients. Pretty incredible. So they've donated over 6 million of those things to people all over the world, you guys. Awesome. Here's the countries right here. So look at these countries they've donated to. You got the Philippines, you got, Guatemala, you got Afghanistan. Oh my gosh, man, they've donated all over the world. Obviously, they're not discriminating here. That's a pretty good mix. You got Middle East, you got South America, Africa. Oh my gosh, all over the place. Brazil, incredible. So I think that is just, honestly, helping helpless kids doesn't get much better than that. Comp plan. So this is kind of how it breaks down. Every week they pay out what they call Power Start. So what does that mean, Power Start? Well, you put me in the plan. I'm a customer, or I want to change the world, and I want to change my bank account, and I want to do it big, right? I would be what we call a distributor. So regardless of what I order, you're going to get Power Start. So if I order a $100 product, you're going to get 25% of that, which would be 25 bucks. And then also, I enroll somebody, you're going to get a second tier Power Start. So you'll get some money off my buddy who enrolled. And that's where it stops on the Power Start. Customer Connect is a cool way of saying, when you have customers, we pay you. Monthly pay, residual pay. Robert Kiyosaki makes a great analogy. The guy who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, in that one of those earlier slides, he talks about how the poor and middle class. Now, Kiyosaki is pretty famous for being bold, right? Kind of saying what needs to be said. And he's rich, so he gets away with certain things like that. He can be a little too crazy sometimes, but he said it. So look, when you're poor or you're in the middle class, he likens your income to a faucet that only works when you have to sit there and hold it. You ever been to a public restroom or a park or something where there's that spring levered faucet, and as soon as you let off, the water stops? And he talks about wealthy people build streams of income, cash flow of income, where they can create. Now, they work their butt off, but eventually they can kind of walk away and periodically come back and check up on it. But the income, the water keeps flowing. So think about that. Residual pay. How would this turn into a residual pay? Chances are you work hourly right now. Chances are you work maybe salary right now, and you look at that, and that's a fine way to make an income. But what if we supercharged your goals? I'm a big car guy, man. I love turbos and superchargers and the whole bit, and maybe some nitrous oxide in there. But look, what if we supercharge? Don't quit your job. Don't quit what you're doing unless you hate it, right? Life's too short to do something you hate. But if you tolerate it and it's a part of your goal, what if we could supercharge your life with some residual pay? And these are just different segments of how the money comes out. To me, all this is just a bunch of words. I don't really care. As long as the money's coming, let's go. Unilevel is this beast of a comp plan where it pays out 5% of all the orders in your group. Customer Connect, we already touched on. That's customer money. iBonus is pretty cool. I think I'll touch on this real quick and we'll move on. The iBonus is clever. Zango earlier said that they are generous, and I think this would be the probably focal point of that. So the iBonus is a global bonus pool that is a part of the customer sales. So what Zango does is they take up all the customer sales, they shave off 3% of the customer sales, and they put it on the front end, meaning when you're new in Zango, we want you to get paid. Right? We don't get paid unless you get paid. So Zango put 3% of all the customer sales on the front end of the company, and they called it iBonus. How do you get the iBonus? Well, you participate in the iBonus from getting so many customers that order through your website, or friends that you refer to your website, or whatever you want to say. You put the order in yourself, you get the website, you get the plan, and so the iBonus pays based on how many customers you get. There's global bonus pools, there's paradise trips, there's rank advancement bonuses, all these different bonuses, guys. Bottom line is, when you refer people and you get the plan out there in front of people at the coffee shops, on the phone, and you have that boldness to go in front of someone and have a purposeful conversation, Zango is going to start putting you in different segments here as your skills grow, as your desire keeps growing. It's kind of like you get results, your belief grows. Your belief grows, you get better results. Your results get better, your belief goes up. You know what I'm saying? And you just get fired up and you earn the trips and the drive your own dream bonus, which is a car bonus. And it's pretty awesome, guys. Here's some really confusing stuff I'm not going to really touch on too much, but like I was telling you earlier, if you enrolled me on 100 PV or $100 spent, you would get 25% if you look at level 1. Level 2, so if I enroll my buddy Fred, you're going to make 15% on Fred's order. So pretty cool. These are rank advancement bonuses. I mean, who doesn't want to make, a total of like 150 grand or like 90 grand or so? Who doesn't want to make that in rank advancement bonuses? If it takes you forever, if you do it quickly, that's 150, 175, 178, $183,000. You guys, $183,000 in fast start money. Or excuse me, in rank advancement bonus money. That is ridiculous. That's on top of the iBonus, you guys. That's on top of the global bonus pools, all those things. These are bonuses that extremely well pay us for hitting the ranks within certain time periods. If you hit it beyond 4 years, beyond 3 years, as you can see, the bonuses are basically cut in half, which is still huge income. Okay, I've been in other companies, you guys, and doing 20,000 in points and receiving a $3,000 rank advancement bonus is unheard of. That's a lot of money for moving that much volume. So very generous indeed. Zango, I agree with that. Here's some cool things right here. Here's the drive your own dream bonus, and I'll be done here in a moment. But look at this. When you're doing around 10,000 in GV, so what's GV? Group volume. And you are balanced. It's kind of a little more, there's a little fine print in there, but you can read about it. Oh, look at it. It's at the bottom. Maximum of 50% of the required volume can come from one leg. So there's different legs. You can't have, basically, you have to build several different legs. You can't just have all the volume in one leg and then get the bonus, which this will make sense to you more as you watch some of the videos. But 5K, anyway, $400 a month, $600, $800 a month. Pretty cool. These are some cars that I would not mind having in my garage, just saying. I don't know Connie with this S-Class Mercedes, but hey, power to you, Connie. Looks like she's loving that thing. About to get in the back seat where she probably gets driven around or something. Sharon Sharif, I do know her, and I have seen her Bentley. Pretty cool. Way to go, Sharon. Sharon's one of the top incomers in the entire company. As you can tell, she has a Bentley coupe. Convertible. Dwayne Dyer is the master distributor, but he has a beautiful Range Rover there. That is awesome. But the point is, guys, are these typical cars? No. Some people would be discouraged from that and go, well, that looks kind of too big for me to try on mentally. I would say, be a part of a group of people that encourages you to think this big. I don't know how many presentations you've been in front of where they were like, yes, do these things and you could get a Range Rover. Do these things and you could change your life. And if we wanted to be ordinary here, we wouldn't have a drive your own dream bonus. We wouldn't have 50% payout. We would pay you hourly and you would be disappointed. That's the whole point. So I hope you understand that. Is it guaranteed? Nothing in life is guaranteed except what they say, death and taxes. But check this out. These cars are guaranteed. Now, I hope I'm not being too bold here. I'll just talk about myself. I would have been guaranteed never to get any of these cars if I didn't step out on a limb and go for it. Does that make sense? You got to take a risk. You got to go for it. Here's a picture of I don't know where, but it looks nice. I'm sure this was a Zango trip once upon a time. But like I said, a lot of people in my group have earned this trip to Cancun. It's going to be an amazing trip. And Zango has, by the look of it, 2 or 3 trips every year, you guys. I'd say it's easily earned. So get on the next one. Getting started. The main thing here, number one, is try the products. I would say try them, and that's going to lead to Number two, which is enjoying the products and getting them for free, referring some people. Now you're at a break even point. If you opened a Subway or a franchise, you would I mean, if I ever did it, I would be very interested on how do I get back to a point of just being neutral. If I spent $500,000, I'd want to know how to get back to $500,000 at least. So if you spent $200 with Zango, I'd want to know how I get back to even, right? I think that's a smart plan in the beginning. And then number three, enjoy the products yourself, get them for free, and then boom, get paid. It's all about getting paid, right? And learning the unilevel, learning those bonuses, and taking advantage of this comp plan, guys. So I want to thank you. I know I'm not the absolute best PowerPoint presenter, but hopefully there's some nuggets in there that resonated with you. And I just want to encourage you to not leave this out there in the open. What do they say in life? Out of sight, out of mind, right? Out of sight, out of mind. Well, what does that mean? That means that if you don't really care enough to go to the next step on this program, you're going to forget about it. And you'll probably do all right, obviously, but why not do better? Why not maybe go for one of those cars? Oh my gosh, I love cars. Why not get some products where you're not yawning every day in the afternoon and you feel healthy about the choice of caffeine you're putting in your body? Why not go for it? So get back with the person that introduced you to this and pick their brain about it. Cut them some slack. But if you're really going to drill them with comp plan questions and things like that, ask them who they're working with. Ask them who their mentor is. Ask them who they can talk to. Or ask them who you can talk to. And figure out your questions, you guys. I promise you, if your friend's new, don't beat them up too much. Their buddy, their mentor has been in the game. They're making money, and they can answer a lot of questions you have about the program. And I'm telling you guys, rumors are just that, rumors. It's all about finding the facts and looking at the numbers and seeing what's going on. And I would encourage you to get started. So I appreciate you for being on here. I'm going to go ahead and stop this broadcast. We'll be back on here, guys. It's Sunday, this Sunday, and we're going to be doing a little training. So I hope to see you on here. Appreciate it.